It is already December 6th, 2023. Can you guys believe the end of the year is coming up? Isn't that wild how fast that came?
Crazy.
That is wild, isn't it? I mean, I am in awe that we're already December 6th, 2023. It's like, we're going into the new year, right? January 2024. And as we're rolling into the new year, there's this thing called New Year's resolutions. And these New Year's resolutions that people start to set, they're like, all right, well, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this thing over here, and then that as well. And I'm like, oh, hold the horses a little bit here. And so I've got an approach for New Year's resolutions that might be a little bit different. Hopefully you guys can have a takeaway from this, but instead of having actual, what I call marathon goals, long drawn out goals that are way in the distance, I think we can all agree that a lot of us on here probably couldn't just walk up to a starting line and run a marathon. Raise your hand if you could walk up to a starting line and run a marathon right now. I know Chris is like semi. I bet you if there was like some big angry dog that was chasing you, you might, or somebody else, right? So you might be able to make it. But the bottom line is, marathons, to walk up to that it's a big undertaking, and it can be really, really weighted. And you start to get, a month in, 2 months in, and you've set a marathon goal that you're going to achieve, and it can get overbearing, and you can feel a lot of weight, and then all of a sudden you fall off ship, and it's like, oh man, I'll just wash that goal and back to the good old life, right? We're going back to the past and just sticking in that hamster wheel, and we're going to be all right there. So my suggestion is to get into sprint goals that are actually achievable. And so as you're laying out your sprint goals, I want you to think about something like, if you were doing something where it was like, I desire to actually not drink this month. Let's just say that it was that, right? This month, and you start out with 1 month rather than not drinking all year. That's a completely different goal. Or this month, I want to make a total of 200 calls outbound to prospects that are the right kind of prospects for my business, that are going to drive the right kind of sales qualified leads for my business that will allow me to build my company. Rather than saying I got to do 2,400 calls over the next 12 months, and I've got to generate, 20% of those calls need to turn into leads, and so on and so forth. That can get overbearing. And so break it down into bite-sized pieces that are palatable, that you can digest, and then you can celebrate, because there's nothing like crossing the finish line for one of your goals. The dopamine rush that you get, and the feeling of achievement, and the way that you feel when you do cross those sprint goals is really, really incredible. So don't set yourself up for failure. Make sure you're setting yourself up for success. There was some pretty interesting experiences that we shared at the AK Roundup Caribbean retreat that we just hosted from the 1st to the 6th of December. And it involved a lot of sprint goals through the 5 days. We did a total of like 35 miles worth of coastline trekking and uninhabited islands and crashed airplanes and wild, wild times. I'll show you a few of the pictures, but this gives you some ideas of what happens when you do sprint goals rather than the marathon. You can see some of these faces right here that are pretty cool. That's the kind of terrain that we were out in. We were rocking and rolling, literally up at 4:30 a.m., out for sunrise, and we were just rocking along, finding caves and doing really cool things and achieving some really amazing personal developments. It wasn't just about business development, but it was also about personal development and feeling unstoppable. This was after about 5 miles worth of coastal running. We've got a bunch of guys who are in the pavement industry on this particular run. We had a great, great time. You recognize some faces for those of you, I'm sure. And that was a pretty awesome time. Really incredible time. But this kind of running that couldn't be done. You couldn't run 23 miles straight on those rocks. It would have to be done in sprints. Find some shade, rest, recoup, recharge, and then go for your next sprint. So there's some good takeaways from that to be able to actually go into your 2024 with a bang. But of course, we are 2024, we are 2023, and we still have, what is it, 25 days left in the month? 25 days left in the month. So I'm really interested in hearing about some of the things that you're going to do, because we're in playoff season right now. Interested in hearing about some of the things that you're going to do to finish your year strong. And for those of you that might have questions on how you can finish the year strong, feel free to come out. Just put your hand up. There's a reactions button down at the bottom. Raise your hand and we'll get you on. So I'm excited about that. Use the chat window too. Don't be afraid to ask any questions there. The only question, silly question, is the one unasked. So let's go ahead. How are you finishing 2023 really strong? Raise your hand and come on. Let's go, Tommy. You're muted. Click that little mute button. Bottom left, there you go.
Hello, everybody. So today I just invested. I see Matthias over there. He's raising his hand. I just invested in a hot box, a infrared heater, and the compactor. So I am waiting on the delivery. I know I ordered it today, but I'm assuming you guys can get it here within like 2 days, right? Because I need to get this thing going.
Let's go, man. Matthias, tell the team, put a rush on it. Let's get Tommy.
Yeah, you got to put a rush on it, man.
I sent over the what was it? What was that little acronym? The something about pain. What was that little thing? Don't worry about, what was it? That don't worry about it pills? No,
I don't know.
Get it done pills or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Just get her done.
Now the ball's in your court.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
We appreciate your business very much, man.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Absolutely.
We really do. We really do, man. And whatever I can do to help you, just reach out anytime. You know, access to the vault to Matthias, make sure that Tommy has everything that I can get.
I access that stuff all the time, Judd. I promise you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So thank you guys. Looking forward to it.
Really excited for you, man. Going into literally into the new year with that equipment and finishing your year strong, going into the new year with that. That's a game changer. That's going to really
still working hard, still making money. That's still making money.
Let's go, brother.
Yeah.
Proud of you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Cool. Matthias, great lighthouse, man. I love that. You know, I love that, man. Yeah, I bet you there's a fire burning back there in that place. I bet you it smells like there's some cinnamon in there. There's some hot cocoa going on. This is great.
Christmas tree. Throw up Chris as well. Chris invested in some good stuff today too. He bought an air boss. He bought a crack filler and did a great job investing in his business too. Yeah, he's looking at starting up again. Yeah.
Chris, you're on right now. You're live, bro.
First time on today.
Hello.
Can you
hear me?
Choppy. Yeah, it's a little choppy, but I want to express our gratitude, man. We appreciate you, appreciate your business. Know that we're here for you on this journey, man. We're going to build this thing. We're going to grow it.
Yeah, the next meeting I'll try and get on my laptop. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to today, but yeah, I got a new shark blower and a hedgehog machine and a crack filler, and we bought the Pro Air Boss. So we're trying to make some money and start the new year off good. This year wasn't too fantastic for us, but we're going to end it with a bang and then start with a bang. So
let's go.
Where are you located, Chris?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Where are you located?
I'm located in San Antonio, Texas.
Man, it would be, I don't know if you can make it, but if you could make it over to Tampa Bay, it's a quick flight over, man. If you could make it over, I'd love to meet you in person on the 22nd, brother.
we could probably try and make that happen. We're running a little tight this year with Christmas and everything. The kids get kind of spoiled every year, so. But we'll try and make that happen. That's not too far away from here. But yeah, I appreciate the opportunity. Your guys' equipment is great. I've always, seen all the YouTube videos and just, jaw dropped, just have been amazed with what you put out. And I wanted to get a piece of that action, and I'm finally have the opportunity. So yeah, I'm excited.
Appreciate you, man. Looking forward to meeting you in person. And by the way, congratulations too, to hear that you have children in the background like that. It's so cool to be able to build your thing, man, and legacy, and like really, really, your kids are going to look up. They do look up to you, and they're proud, and that's awesome, man. I spent a week away from my kids this week. They came out once in a while, but 6 years old and 9 years old, and I have a 23-year-old as well. And it's just so good. This morning I was sitting there, John Schneider, who owns Mix Tech up in Wisconsin. He owns a seal coat manufacturing facility. He was down here for the week as well. And he plays the guitar, and he just an absolutely beautiful musician, man, sings so well. And I had my 6-year-old, after 5 days of not spending much time, I had my 6-year-old and my 9-year-old just hugging on them, man, this morning. And it's like, they were looking at me, I'm looking at them. I'm like, thank you guys for your patience and for giving me the opportunity to spend the time doing the things that I really believe in and I love to do. And they just look up to you and smile, and you know what that's like, man. You can see the smile on your face right now. So hold those kids tight. They know daddy's doing some great stuff, brother.
Yeah, and when I was talking to Matthias, I was telling him I was talking to Santa Claus. That was hilarious.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
He's got the beard for sure.
Yeah, by
I'm
the
excited.
way, Chris, I think we should volunteer. We should volunteer Matthias to be Santa for all the children.
Yeah,
on the round table.
Virtual Santa.
That's awesome.
Congrats. Thanks for being on, man. We appreciate you. Matthias,
appreciate you,
beautiful
Chris.
work,
Thank you.
bro.
Be nice to meet you in person. I definitely have a lot of questions to ask, and I want to hear everything everyone has to say. So any advice anyone has to give, I'm a new business owner, so shoot it my way.
You're in the right place, my man. You're in the right place for sure. Rob McKenzie, what's happening? We missed you, bro. We missed you.
Hey, I was looking at those pictures. I was dreaming of being there for sure. I know those spots well.
I hope you do know these spots well. I hope that you held down the fort well.
Oh yeah. Things are good for sure. Hey, I just wanted to give a really big shout out to Michael Hood. I don't think he's on tonight, but from Smoothway Asphalt, he just developed his own, their name, their branding, everything. Carson's on here now. His his son-in-law, they're in business together, and also his father Fred, they're in Garland, Texas, coaching them. They're doing a fantastic job. They just bought a striper today, or about to, really quickly. The order's in, and they're going to be buying some more equipment for sure. So I know Carson's on here. I don't think he got his face on, but he just for the first time, so he's got his name posted up there. If there's anybody out in that area, in Garland, Dallas area, if they're looking for people to partner with, reach out to them. They'd be very thankful, and you guys could do some good business together.
He texted me today. And who is that,
That's
Rob?
awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Carson, congratulations. That's super, super exciting. I also want to give a huge shout out to Alex DeBlanco as well.
Alex is doing fantastic. He's on here too. He's
Dude.
crushing.
Hey,
He's
guys.
crushing his social media campaign.
What is going on in land of DeBlanco, man? This is wild. Holy shit, dude. Wow.
Yeah, pretty
What's
exciting.
happening
Pretty
over
exciting.
there? Awards and all kinds of different stuff. What's happening, man?
Yeah, I threw in some awards. So I got that Global Recognition Award. And then a couple hours later, they called me, and I threw a whole bunch in, just like whatever. Just if I got it, I got it. If I don't, no big deal. At least I tried. And they called me and they said that I'm shortlisted now for Young Entrepreneur of the Year and Small Business of the Year.
Dude, this is awesome, man. How cool is this? How cool is this, man? What a journey, hey, Alex?
No kidding. I'm so excited to be on it with you guys too.
Oh, dude, this is awesome.
I gotta tell you, he's following the process. He's following the
Absolutely.
process.
So
Yeah.
Absolutely. Every day.
So you know the good old FTDP, right? FTDP. You know what FTDP stands for, Alex?
Follow the dang process.
Of course. Dude, you want to know, we were speaking about you down here too, man. We had a big conversation. The whole group was speaking about you, man.
That's awesome. Hopefully only good things.
Oh, some great
Yeah.
things, man. We were at the beach. It was sunrise coming up. The stars were all out. It was, 5 o'clock in the morning, and we
Wow.
were just chatting about, and there was actually a couple times where we were chatting about how you're such an incredible human, man, and the actual determination that you have and the positivity, like you can just see it flowing out of you, man. And it just, you're going to be, I know you're already successful, but you're going to be extremely, extremely successful, brother. I am so
Thank you.
freaking proud. I'm so proud of you, dude.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be on this. Yeah, and it's just the start. Next year, we're going to hit it big.
Right on the park. Skylar, you remember that conversation, Skylar?
Absolutely. We were all just talking about how radiant his energy is, man. Just like a beam of light when he's on this round table, and he's just always bringing the positivity to everybody. It's great. We definitely recognize that, Alex. Keep that up.
Thank you. Thank you, Skylar.
Right from the airplane, bro. See those seat belts on that plane right there, Alex. You need a 5-point harness, man. Your rocket ship's taking off, dude. Cool. Thanks, Skylar. Alex, congrats
Thank
again,
you.
bro. Keep crushing it, man. Stay focused, stay determined. Don't let that fuel and that fires, don't let that dwindle. Keep that thing lit and just go, brother. Go hard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
Rob, what else going on? What's happening in the town, Coach Rob?
Just working on some bigger deals, really trying to crush some sales, working on some Marriott hotel deals, and working on bringing in some paving partners. So things are looking good. Trying to do a bunch of sales every day. So it's rolling along. Yeah.
I love it, man.
Not wasting this winter time.
How many people are you working with right now, helping them with their businesses?
2 at the present moment right now. Well, Alex,
That's awesome.
We just finished with Alex, and then with Michael Hood down in Texas.
Do you have the capacity to take any more clients for coaching on?
Absolutely. Cool. I've got lots of space in the calendar right now, especially right now. It'll start getting busier, I know, come the new year, but right now, absolutely. Yeah. Anybody that needs help, needs coaching, for sure, bring them on, and love to help you out. Love to help you grow.
Awesome. That's great stuff, man. All right, let's keep jamming around the board. Any other, come on out. Anything that you're doing to wrap up 2023 real strong? What are you doing? Let's share it, because other people I know are, we've got pothole hunting, we've got stuff that we can be doing right now. And it's we're about to go into holiday season as well, right? Everybody starts to kick back and get into that holiday mode and so on and so forth. But let's face it, it's December 6th. We got time left. It's not the 20th yet. It's not the 22nd yet. We got time. Everybody else is sleeping. Everybody's hugging up on their pillows, and they're tired after a big long year. It's time to get out there right now. Make some hay. Let's build this thing. Find that balance on a day off, or take a little break or something. But man, it's not time to slow down for the next 3 weeks. That's a lot of opportunity right in front of us, right? One way or another. And by the way, it doesn't only have to be about money. It can be about organization. It can be about finding some right people. It could be about finding processes, about laying out your processes. there's a lot of opportunity to do a lot of great things to wrap up this year strong, right? Let's do this sprint strong, everyone. Spencer, what do you got for us, brother? So good to see you. I miss you, Spencer.
I miss you as well. Glad to have you back. Selfishly, been missing you. But yeah, wrapping up this year, I moved my alarm clock back. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. now, dedicated to hitting the gym early in the mornings before our meetings. And also I'm committed to praying more and reading 2 books. I've got a goal of 2 books physical, because the audio books don't count. I listen to those in the gym and I can knock them out pretty quick. But physical books, I want a goal of 2 before the end of the year.
I love your lighthouse too, man. That's a real nice one.
Thank you. I actually just picked it up.
Miss you, buddy. Looking forward to connecting tomorrow morning with you, man. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Spencer. All right. Victor, what do you got for us, bro? Come on. Let's do this thing.
Hey, I've been busy
Nice
prospecting.
wings.
Thank you. It's actually my logo. I got to shrink it a little down. If you go on my site, you'll see it. But I called Matias yesterday. He said, "Hey, I'm out prospecting. Sorry, I missed your email." So I learned the importance of getting the right guy in front of you yesterday. I was telling Matias. I have a letter of introduction. I'm going around to all the apartment complexes, the funeral homes, gas stations, and I dropped off on a local gas station, and then I was at a church, Ukrainian church down here, just right down the street, and they were really interested. They're telling me about all the quotes they got of the guys that never came back. So exactly what you talk about here. There's an accountability issue, and just getting in front of people. If anything, it's exercise. It's just giving me the motivation to go out and do it more. So I'm putting together 2 quotes, a small one for potholes, just for within the next maybe within the next month. I'm going on vacation, so I got my cart built up. Matias keeps saying, "Hey, you got this cart built up. When are you going to execute it?" I go, "I'm on vacation. I can't do it right now." So when I come back in January, probably end this of January, I'll be doing that. And I have this right here. Can't see it. This is where I write my daily 9. It's not it's not the
Nice.
Bible, even though I read it. And that Skylar told me about the book, How to Make It Happen, How to Make Shit Happen, and Core 4. I'm trying to conform to that and stick to it. And it's if anything, it's just if I suffer from depression that I don't, it's gone. So
It's awesome, man.
I'm out there. So potentially the church is 80,000 square feet, and he's crack sealing, pothole
Wow.
repairs, and seal coating.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I think I got the right answer. How much it would cost? I'm gonna call Matias to see if he helps me out to say, yeah, that number sounds about right. I want to make sure that I quote it perfectly. I want to make sure that I get it.
It's awesome, man. Matthias, make sure you ask for the order when he calls back in before January 1st. We got to close the year strong.
Accountability. I got it.
Can I get that right now, though?
listen.
That'd be...
Yeah, listen, I think, Victor, I think you should pull the trigger right now, bro, like publicly, right now. That commitment right now. Let's go. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? You're going to go on holiday. Don't go spend all the money and then come back and not have any money to invest. You might as well get this thing done now.
Everything's in a spreadsheet. I have people to answer to.
Oh yeah, me too, man. That's what do you think the person that you need to answer to would say?
Yes, we're going on vacation, just like you. See, you may have a lot more money than me, but we're not that different.
No, we're not that different, man. We got 2 arms, 2 legs. They're great. And by the way, you're great looking too, man.
Right. Thank you. I have to say this about you. Okay. I have a boss at my current job, and he is like you. He is willing to pick up a broom, where the executives all the way at the top, all they believe is in the golf course where people have to look down, can't stare at them for more than 2 seconds. My boss picks up a room and does the dirty work. Is that where your nasty good comes from?
Maybe.
All right, give somebody else a turn.
All right, man. Victor, hey, brother, whenever you're ready, you know we're right here for you, man. We love you. bud.
I understand. I understand. I got a schedule to keep.
Cool. Say hi to the wife, man.
We do.
Cool. Let's go. Matt Phillips, what's happening, brother? Good to see you.
I just had to unmute there. So I'm preparing this year for next year by looking at my stats from this past year. So if you guys don't have breakdowns of your operation, do it, whatever system you have. I'm just looking at my screen here. I've got about just close to $400,000 in seal coat, and I've got about $35,000 in revenue from IR patching. So I have a infrared truck, and so I want to focus on more infrared pothole repair in the next year. In order to do that, I need to prepare for getting my equipment, my plate compactors, and all that stuff. So preparing for 2024, just looking at what I did in the past over the last few years and see those numbers grow gives me incentive to just keep on crushing it. So that's what I'm looking at. If any of you guys that are new on here that don't have a breakdown of where you're making your money, put that in a focus to find out where you're making your money. I mean, I could look and see here over the last year, I made $8,900 on paint stencils. So, and whenever I do line striping on stencils, they're broken down to how much I made in putting down a piece of plastic and spraying paint on it. I made $9,000 last year painting stencils. So you just have those, and that's something you can focus on. So that's my getting ready for 2024 is seeing where I've been, what I can do, and to improve for next year.
It's so important what you're saying, man. Like having the optics to truly understand where, like what happened, and then where things are right now, and then what you desire to be doing on the forward, right? Like that's such an important thing. So many companies have no idea which services are performing the best for their business with the time that they're investing. And so there's so many opportunities too when you're out there and you're upselling and cross-selling and doing other, doing other services while on the spot that can add to your pool and ultimately grow the value of your company. A lot of people miss that, man. Like you talk about $9,000 worth of just stencil application. I mean, you think about that, and then you think about potholes that would have been on that lot as well. And all of a sudden you go in to do an estimate on doing some handicap stencils. Next thing you know, you see, catch basins that need repairs. You need all those other opportunities. And now all of a sudden you have a client that's like, man, you're solving all my pain points now. Let's look at you at becoming our paving asset management company, the go-to company that we will call anytime we need reactive repairs, but also talk to us about proactive as well, right? And it's like these are gateways and portals, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, if you could be the go-to person. I'm looking at some of this other stuff, an asphalt area that I didn't even do, but I subbed out asphalt. I didn't do anything but put my contractor in place with that client to pay for them. I made $17,000 off of the backs of my subcontractor last year. Didn't do nothing but just put the two together. So
congratulations, man. That makes my heart sing, bro. Like that's so easy to just, it would have been so easy to not make that $17,000 by just saying you didn't do it. And that would have been easy. But it's a heck of a lot easier to service your client. If you're truly going to service a client and help the customer solve their problems and over deliver on the value, you want to be able to help them when they come to you. Whether you're providing the services yourself or whether you're going to sub somebody in or connect a company that's going to pay you a referral fee, you want to make sure to solve your customers' problems, period.
Absolutely. And Judd and everybody, that's my purpose of pointing this out, is that someone might say, I can only seal coat, or maybe I'm just a line striper. but you become that go-to person to connect and make money off of somebody else. You don't even have to be on the project. Now, me personally, I'll drive to the project. I'll be there when my paver is there. So I'm interacting with my customer and, you know, making sure he knows that I'm involved, because he's going to call me back. You know, they're going to call me back in for seal coat in the future, crack seal, you know, painting if need be at a commercial place. So yeah, so I mean everything. So it just is, once you build that up. I mean, I've been doing this, I think, since 2009 is when I bought my first machine from you. It just was a 150 pump and a trash pump and spray and buying barrels of coal tar.
I remember.
You know,
yeah.
So that's where that's a starting point, guys, and you know where you're at now, and now I have 1,000-gallon tank. I have 2 700-gallon tanks and a 500-gallon trailer. So
yeah,
it you can just grow your business and make some money and help people out and enjoy life.
Proud of you, bro, man. Thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate you, Matt.
Thanks.
All right. Evan Burke, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's get you on.
What's going on, everybody? So great to be on here. Can everybody hear me just fine? I know the Wi-Fi is a little spotty where I'm at.
A1, man. Let's do this.
All right. So mine actually doesn't have a whole lot to do with asphalt. I took on the daily 9. I started that the other day, okay, and I woke up first thing in the morning, probably I think it was like 4:30, and you know, I woke up, I wrote down what I'm grateful for, and I took my dog for a walk. I ended up it was probably a half hour to an hour before I touched my phone, and this is actually exactly the scenario. It was the first time I did it. Exactly the scenario that, you know, it's meant for. And I got back. I finally picked up my phone, and I had about 10 missed calls from my grandfather, who's watching my little dog right now. And she had taken a hit down the stairs, and she was not doing great, which was a huge hit for me. That dog's, you know, my everything. And, you know, that morning I had written down in my daily 9, you know, I was grateful for that dog. You know, that's my baby. And so the doctors had ended up saying, you know, it wasn't great. And then later that day, my grandfather had left. She was supposed to be paralyzed from this fall. And he had left to go get her a harness so he could take her to the bathroom. And he came back. She got up, jumped off the couch, ran up 2 flights of stairs. And, you know, she's got a little bit of she's hurt, but she's not going to be done for. So that was, you know, I was able to keep a cool head, and really, I kind of felt like everything was gonna be all right. You know what I mean?
Oh man, well, you want to know something? That's a good way to finish off the year rather than your everything. You know, that's no fun to go through that, especially when you're not there. And then to finish the year strong. So, what's the dog's name?
That's Sophie.
Well, I hope that Sophie's gonna do well, and I hope that you're doing great. I know we're gonna connect here shortly. I think you're probably up for some good discussions that are on the horizon here.
I definitely am. Yep, I got my my new house in order. I just got everything set up. I made it to Florida, so nice. You know, everything's looking up.
Crush it, man. Crush it. Appreciate you, Evan.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Cool. All right. Great. Any other okay, Kevin, what's going on?
Yeah, man, how you doing? I'm just coming on here to encourage you guys. We are in New England. It was I think 39 was the high today. It started to snow a little bit. Jacob's out there line striping, getting one huge big U-Haul job done before we do all 40 of their locations in the spring. But that's the thing, you got to keep going, even when, you know, the temperature's almost at the breaking point, but they want it done even indoors. But here's the big thing, man, we're dropping about 15, 20 grand this winter between our salespeople, our new business consultant, someone working with us with social media to learn how to really get into I'm LinkedIn and really get in there to really be able to get out there and market yourself. And that's the big thing. You got to invest back in yourself. Like one gentleman said, read great books. Mine's the Bible, man. The Bible says that we're called to be rich. We're called to be prosperous. That's not everything, but you got to believe in yourself, man. You got to believe you deserve it. You got to believe you're worthy of it. And you got to go after it, man. Even right now, I'm slow at landscaping, but I still made 3 contacts yesterday, dropped off business cards. Like Judd will say, if you stop the momentum, you're going to stop yourself. Don't stop the momentum. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take. Another thing you said is I started my New Year resolution already. I'm already going back to the gym how I used to because I was injured. We're moving into a new house. I'm here right now as I'm painting it. So we're already starting 2024 and 2023. So we don't do the whole big, like you said, you just can't do a marathon. You got to go now and you got to do the sprints.
Couldn't agree more, brother. Couldn't agree more. It's like right now, the sprint that we should be rolling on is, who here thinks, raise your hand, by the way, if you think gratitude's important in your life. Who here has customers that they are, you know, that they've worked with? Raise your hand if you have customers. Raise your hand here if you might have a list of people that you might want to reach out to that could be potential customers. Cool. Who here's taken the time to order up a bunch of cards and grabbing a pen and writing some handwritten cards to write those cards from you with an expression of gratitude and to let everybody know that you're thinking about them during this important time and appreciate the opportunity to be able to be a part of your life, to be a part of your journey, and to be able to work with you, and wish you and your family a real safe holiday and filled with love and joy. Yours truly, no, sincerely, right? You get my drift, guys? You understand what I'm saying?
I don't mean to cut you off, Judd, but I thought about you on Thanksgiving morning. Instead of wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving, I actually made a live video. I recorded it and I sent it to everybody. Everybody, because I made it so it wasn't meant for one person, but it was meant the way I worded it. And man, people were just so blown away by it. So remember that, guys. Judd will tell you to also make live videos for your customers or your estimates. You know, talk to your customers. Let them know that you're the real deal.
110%. Do both and send an email. Do all of the above. Doesn't all have to be at the same time, but shit, man, if we really believe in gratitude, like I think that gratitude is one of the most powerful things that we can actually express and experience in our life. I know when people express gratitude to me, I feel so incredible. And the person that's expressing the gratitude feels so incredible as well. Let's share and let's be grateful. Cool. Hi, Jeanette. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am
Sorry,
so well.
I just wanted to say I love AK Dash. I love it. I think the thing that I like the most about it, not only the maps have improved on it, but I like that I can see the profit on each service, on each job, and the percent of the profit that I'm making and stuff like that. I just love it. I don't have all my proposals switched over from Paving Pro to AK Dash yet, but it's in the works. But that's something that I'm looking forward to with 2024 is using that more. I already use it almost every day. And what we're going to do for the holidays, we're going to go to, there's a place called Fuddruckers. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that or not, but we're going to take platters of cookies to our clients and our vendors. And then the ones that we've just, residentials and stuff like that, we'll send Christmas cards to. But I think I did that last year, even though we weren't in business for like a couple of months. But I think that's something that is very important. It doesn't just establish trust, but it establishes better connections with other people as well. So you're like, hey, thought of us. I think that's really, really cool. And I think gratitude is huge in this part. Like today, it's kind of weird. I have to tell you this story because it's crazy. There was some very vulgar graffiti. I wish I could say what it was, but I'm not. There was some very vulgar graffiti on one of our clients' Dollar Generals. Someone did graffiti on a light base, a yellow light base. An elderly grandmother had her grandchild with her in the car, and her grandchild was like, "What is that?" And grandma went into Dollar General and was like, "I need to get that off of there now." So we got a very crazy email earlier. And it was forwarded from Dollar General saying, do we need to send this up to corporate, or can my vendor take care of this? So my vendor reached out to me. She's like, can y'all please get this off? And I told Chuck, I was like, we're not charging them our minimum to go out there and paint one light pole. I'm sorry, but you're going to go do that for free tomorrow. So we're putting it on your little checklist. They're doing some work over there anyways. And just that little piece of giving, she was like, well, we love having y'all as clients. I'm so happy to know y'all, and Merry Christmas. Just did a big job for them, and they're very satisfied about that. So it's little things that add up in this business. I've come to, and not just in the business, but in life. If you and you get what you put out, if you give out positive, then you'll get back positive.
That message right there, everyone, write that down. That should be on a bumper sticker right there.
It should.
That should be on a bumper sticker for real, That's awesome, Jeanette. Thank you so much. And regarding touching back on AK Dash, I'm so glad that you like it, because I know you're on Paveman Pro and you liked it there. I told you that we were working on something that was improved, and that it's going to be a different caliber. And so I'm really excited that you love it. I'll tell you, like, I know what it's like, right? Because I'm not somebody who's like a developer who developed a piece of technology. I come from literally shaking a 5-gallon pail of sealer between my legs and building a company to a 7-figure company and selling it, to then building Asphalt Kingdom over the last 21 years and speaking to tens of thousands of contractors all over the globe. And literally, shedding blood, sweat, and tears with everyone in this industry over the last 21 years, to finally making the decision that we were going to work with a group of people who are in the industry, as well as a team of developers, to develop AK Dash to be the customer management system, have the automation, the proposal engine in there, but also have the optics. We speak about the optics, like actually have the vision of where you are in your goal trajectory and understand how your company is actually performing. That to me is such an important thing, because going through your season blind, and then to hit like the month of September and October and November, and just, you think you've made money, but you're unsure, and you're in a spot where it's like, I'm only 60% of the way to my goal, but I only have, 28 working days left in the season. It's too late now to hit my goal. You might as well have all the optics and the vision that you need up front to be able to know that you're moving in the right direction, and that things are in harmony, and you're working towards that that checkpoint, right? So I'm really excited. We also have daily inspirational messages and videos in there that did you see those as well?
I don't think I've saw those yet. I did see the
They're in
weather.
there.
I also love the how I can look at the weather.
Yeah.
I've been training myself to stay tuned on weather now. There is
We've got some, yeah.
there were issues with the weather here lately, so it's been finicky, but we're working it out.
By the way, for anyone, if you're looking at AK Dash, we have free trial on there and so on. It's a full customer management system. You know, you have your leads list, you've got your customers list, accounts, you can do your map and measure, create proposals in minutes, different templates to choose from, keeps things really, really organized, scopes of work. You want to keep your business off of a clipboard and a notepad, and you want to make sure that you're maintaining your customer database appropriately, because remember, the value of your company is not just based upon you going out and closing a deal. It's about the intellectual property that you develop associated with your company. So ak-.com, if you want to check it out, it's in the comments here on the right. And feel free to reach out to us at Asphalt Kingdom too. We're happy to help get you onboarded or do a demo with you or whatever you'd like to do. We're here for you guys. All right. Thank you, Jeanette.
You're welcome. If I don't see y'all by Christmas, I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. I'm probably going to be out of town for the rest of the month.
Congratulations. Well, Merry Christmas to you and the family as well. Say hi to Chuck.
I will. Thanks.
And say hi to your son as well for me.
I have to tell you one quick thing. I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with asphalt. His birthday was yesterday. I got him a 250 dirt bike. And it wasn't the racing one, and Mama made a mistake, and I got it for him for an early birthday present. So he's wanting to do motocross and stuff like that, so he does need it and to do that stuff. So I took the dirt bike and I told him it was under warranty and we were getting it serviced. Well, I snuck in and exchanged. They would just let me do a swap. We've had it for like a week, and got him the racing one. Y'all should have seen his face. Priceless. But it's good things like that. Just that, you know, the money does bring in good things to support your family, and that was pretty big to be able to do that for him.
You must be so proud of what you guys have built.
Oh, we are
building, continuing
building. Yep.
Cool. Thanks, Jeanette.
Thanks.
All right. Well, we're kind of getting top of the hour. Chris, do you want to come on? I saw your hand up there. Let's do it, brother.
One quick question. How much time is there to enroll in the activity that you have taking place in Tampa?
You have time right now. I think Spencer, do you know how many people we have on that? Is Spencer on? Spencer, you on here? I think from what I knew, there's 37 people signed up right now. We haven't started to market it. It just started to go out on social media recently. But it's going to really start to get marketed here as of today because the venue is secured now. So we're maxing out at 100. I don't know how long you're going to have, Chris. As soon as we max out at 100, I'm anticipating we're going to be completely booked out by probably the middle of December, right before Christmas time. I figure we'll be booked.
That's fine. If I can get in there within the week, that'd be great. I'm just trying to have to talk to the wife and figure all this out. So.
No problem. No problem. That's great. John, how's it going? I know John was at our Dallas event, so John knows what that was like. Right, John? I don't know if he's finding that mute button or not, but yeah, Dallas is pretty awesome. Tampa's going to be off the chart. The venue that we picked is like super cool. And there's a lot of really great people that are coming in, and it's right before the National Pavement Expo, literally just, almost 48 hours right before the event. So we're kicking it off. It's going to be pretty awesome, man. A lot of good stuff that we're going to be dropping. Yeah. Cool. Hey, top of the hour. Hey, John, how did you like Dallas, brother?
It was amazing. It gave me the push I needed to push forward.
I can't wait to start working with you here over the next little bit. This is awesome.
Looking forward.
Ready to crush it. Come with a notepad empty, man. We're gonna fill that thing up.
Got it already.
Cool. Perfect. Awesome. Any other questions right before we close up the AK roundtable tonight? Victor, I see you reaching.
Come on, we've been working together for a couple of weeks. You know me that well?
Yes, brother.
No, everybody's been saying and bragging about they started working now. Well, I started getting up early too. FYI. Unfortunately what's coming, you have to prepare for. And even though I'm lagging behind, it's one of the things that I need to do because this is going to be a physical job. Former Marine, now I'm a has-been Marine because I just can't keep up with the young kids anymore. 6-minute mile to a half-hour mile. So yeah, that's the other thing I've been doing, which has been helping me throughout the day.
Congratulations,
Good
man.
stuff.
Listen, there's an old saying, when you're on an airplane and the oxygen masks drop in the case that they do, who's the first person you put it on, right? You got to put it on yourself first. Make sure that you're all safe and sound in order to help somebody else. And in order for us to lead, in order for us to be the best versions of ourselves, we got to make sure to take care of ourselves. If we don't do that, then how are we going to be able to be unstoppable, as the old saying goes? So my recommendation is wake up, do your daily 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that would make today great, some affirmations, write that down in a book. When you first wake up, ignore your phone for a little bit, get some physical activity going for you, drink some water, take care of yourself. We've been given this gift of being able to experience this thing called life. Don't take it for granted, everyone. A lot of people say, Judd, maybe you should have a little more balance. And I'm like, the last thing I need is balance. I'm on a mission to become the best version of myself. When I want to kick back and relax, I'll kick back and relax. But man, am I going to work hard on making sure that physically and mentally I'm in the best place of my life every single day. It's a struggle. It's hard, but I'm committed to doing it. And I'm committed to doing it with a group of unstoppable people just like you. Why don't we practice together? Let's get better. Let's sharpen our spheres and let's get to work. We're going to all crush 2024. Stay tight. Community is very, very strong for you guys. Don't get lost in the woods alone. We're all here for you. Keep that drum beat going. Looking forward to seeing everyone next week. Let's all be here. Same time, same place, right here on the AK Roundtable, everybody. Have a beautiful night.
Thanks, everyone.